Hey gang, this is Leila here from the Comic Connection in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada with this week's comic book reviews. First up, we've got Thunderbolts number 128. This is written by Andy Diggle and the art's by Roberto De La Torre. In this issue, the Obama mania continues with the president's first full appearance in the Marvel Universe. The president calls Norman Osborn to a meeting aboard Air Force One, basically to confront him about some accusations that have been made against him by Doc Samson. And then Air Force One is attacked. And what will the fate of the president and everyone on board be? You'll have to read it to see. So this was actually a really great book. I really loved the story, and the art was okay for the most part. So if you can still find this in stores, pick it up. Next up, we've got Dark Avengers number 1. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis, and the art's by Mike Deodato. In this issue, basically, Norman recruits for his new team, the new Avengers, or the Dark Avengers, as they're going to be called. You can pretty much see who they are from on the cover, but I'm not going to name them all by name because that would sort of ruin some of the story. So pick this one up because this is sort of the beginning of Norman Osborn's whole rule of the Marvel Universe, which is just awesome. You have to read it. Pick it up. Next up, we've got the highly anticipated Star Trek Countdown number 1. This is from IDW, and it's a sort of a prequel to the movie that's coming out. In the story, there's a system that's threatening to go supernova in the galaxy, and it might destroy the entire Vulcan Empire. So Spock has traveled back to Romulus to plead with the Council to sort of help intervene, but the only help he receives is from like the captain of a mining ship, and of course the captain of the Enterprise. I really enjoyed this book. It makes me look forward to, hopefully, what the movie is going to be. It's sort of tough to see how this is a prequel, but maybe it gives us some clue of how the format of the movie is going to be. But if you're a Trek fan, you're not going to be disappointed. Pick it up. And last, we've got 1001 Arabian Nights. This is the Adventures of Sinbad number 7. And the reason why you want to read this is because it's a tie-in to Grimm fairy tales. So in this issue, there's a guy called Wilhelm who's in love with Sahara, but he can't have her because she's basically a concubine to his master. So he enlists like the help of a sorceress and wishes that he could have his master's life and the love of the woman that he loves. But it all kind of backfires as wishes made by witches come true, usually do. But you have to read Grimm Fairy Tales number 33 to see how it all ends. So pick this one up and Grimm Fairy Tales number 33 because the art is just awesome and the story was really good.
Hey folks, Jim here with this week's comic book reviews. First up, Land of Oz, Return to the Emerald City number 2 by David Hutchison. In this one, after escaping a ravenous flock of jackdaws, the gang make their way to Glinda's to ask her help to regain the throne from Ginger. But they're told that they have to find the true heir to Oz, Ozma. Another really good issue. If you're an Oz fan, this is a must. Beautiful art by David Hutchinson and really good story. Next up, Terminator Salvation, written by Dara Naragagi and art by Alan Robinson. In this one, the Resistance tries to fight back against new forms of machines, including the human-like T-600s. Now, this is a prequel to the new movie that's coming out, so if you're looking forward to that, this is a must as well. Any Terminator fan would be well versed to check this book out. The art's really good, story is fantastic. Next up, Farscape number 1, written by Rockne S. O'Bannon and with art by Tommy Patterson. In this one, it's after the Peacekeeper Wars and John and Aaron are trying to find a new home to raise their son. But when Rigel is recalled to his homeworld, things go bad fast for the crew of the Moya. If you're a fan of Farscape, you have to read this. You have to read this. This is the official continuation of the series, written by the series creator. The art's not bad, the story's fantastic. I have been looking forward to seeing Farscape again for a long time, and this is a great continuation of a great series. And last, but certainly not least, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Defiance number 1, written by Chris Mowry with art by Dan Kana. In this one, on Cybertron before the Great War, a relic is found that may very well spell doom for all Cybertronians and the universe. Now, the art's not bad. It's not Alex Milne good, but it's not bad at all. Story's okay, and I'm liking the way that the prequel for this is working out to see what happens in the movie. So if you're a Transformers fan, try this one out. It's not bad.